Welcome back to Author Odyssey. I am Melody Ann, your guide, and I want to talk about your book, the topic of your book, but more deeply, the concept, because a topic is not a book concept. So the topic might be burnout or leadership or health, and that's a great starting book point. But a nonfiction book needs to be clear. It needs to have a focused concept that explains the journey the reader will take. So let's just look at health. Your book is about health. So what are you writing about? I'm writing about health. That tells me nothing. Are you writing about nutrition? Are you writing about recovery? Are you writing about fitness? Are you writing about mindfulness and meditation? I mean, that doesn't help me. So, I'm talking about talking about recovery. Great, recovery. What are you talking about? That's still a huge thing. It's still not a book concept. So I want to talk about having a crystal concept that brings clarity. And that is one of the quests that we have in the Author Odyssey planning realm. And I want to talk about that today, because before you start actually writing your book, you want to have this nailed down, because it's going to help you with everything else. Structure, what stays, what goes, or what you write about, what you don't write about. It's really helpful. And there are 3 questions that I'm going to suggest you ask yourself. Who does this book help? Not everyone, not women over 50, not dads in their 20s. Who specifically? What is their problem? So that's question number 2. What problem do they face? So this book is for athletes who are facing serious injury that's taken out of their sport. Now we're getting a little closer, right? And then the third question is, what is the transformation? This book is for competitive athletes who've had lower leg injuries, who want to return to sport. There we go. That is a clearer concept. That is starting to bring clarity. So strong concepts are easy to explain, but a general sentence leaves people wondering. Let's look at some examples. Let's look at Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits by James Clear. What is that book about? Small habits, repeated consistently over time, compound into powerful results, right? Professionals who want to be highly productive can build habits that are repeated consistently over time that will create powerful results. What about the 4-hour work week? 9-to-5ers who hate their jobs and want more freedom can rearrange their lives now to create the freedom they want. They can redesign their lives now. What about Start With Why? Simon Sinek. Don't just tell people what to do, help them understand the underlying why, to help them be motivated to do what they need to do. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. These are all really good titles based on strong concepts. And you see where I'm going with this, right? Without a clear concept, writing can easily become scattered. Chapters can overlap, messages will end up being unfocused. Readers are going to struggle to understand or even recommend your book. But when the concept crystallizes, everything aligns. Structure becomes clear, examples sharpen, writing accelerates. The book becomes easier to communicate, easier to publish, easier to promote. So start your concept with one sentence. Define the reader, define the problem, and define the transformation. And use that to help you guide your book towards success. All right, we have one more in this series. We're actually going to be talking about publishing, which sounds crazy when you're planning a book, but tune in, because trust me, it is going to make a huge difference to your decision making. Till next time.